Well, howdy everybody. Welcome to DIY That Recipe, a new series I'm starting here on Cooking with Chef Fletch, where we will take restaurant recipes and go ahead and do a copycat version of them. This time we are going to do the McRib Sandwich. It is December. They finally brought it back this year, so we're gonna, because you can't get it all year round, I figured might as well do a copycat of this one, so once December's over, if y'all still wanting one, you can make it yourself. Well, let's open this up and see what all is inside the McRib. Obviously we got our hoagie bun. There's a McRib patty. It's got pickles and sliced onions and the barbecue sauce. That sounds pretty simple. So why don't we go ahead and taste this, see how it tastes, and then we'll get in the kitchen and make our own. Not too bad. The onions got a nice crunch to them. Good taste. Now guys, I'm not too big on pickles myself, so I'm going to throw those off to the side. Let's get a taste of just the meat so we can see how it tastes without everything else on it. Because like I said, we're going to make a copycat version. Got to kind of deconstruct this one to see what flavors we got. It's not bad. Meat's a little bland. The sauce, decent sauce. So, in this new series, DIY That Recipe, we're going to take the classic restaurant recipe, make it our own, maybe kick it up some, give it our own little flair. Then at the end of the video, guys, stay tuned. I'll have a guest judge that will taste both of them, and he or she will not know which is the restaurant's and which is ours. So we'll see. Will ours win out, or will the restaurant win? Well, I'm going to go ahead and finish this one, then we'll get into the kitchen. Alright guys, let's get started on this copycat McRib. First of all, we're going to take our pork chops, boneless pork chops. We're just going to dice them up in about 1-inch squares, maybe a little bit smaller than 1-inch squares. Doesn't really matter because we're going to throw it in the food processor, guys. So we'll get these diced up into cubes and get it thrown in our food processor, guys. Alright guys, we got all of our pork diced up, got it in our food processor. So now we can just kind of add the seasonings to the pork, because when I tasted the McRib earlier, the patty itself was a little bland. So we got to kick it up with some seasoning here to get that barbecue flavor injected into the pork. So I've got some liquid smoke, some Worcestershire sauce, some salt, sea salt, a little bit of brown sugar, some onion powder, and garlic powder. Now remember guys, if you want to make this yourself, I've got the ingredients and the directions down below in the description. So let's get this processed up. We just want to process it till it's nicely ground and get a ground pork consistency. Alright guys, so next we got to form that into patties for our McRibs. So I've got my scale out here. I'm going to get about 4 ounces of meat. on the scale.
Hi, honey. Bye, honey.
There went my lovely wife. She's looking forward to trying this McRib. There we got 4 ounces on, give or take a little bit, roughly 4 ounces. Now guys, if y'all don't have a scale, I used a pound of meat, so if you're using a pound of meat, we're making 4 patties, so if you divide the ground beef into 4, that'll roughly get you 4 ounces of patty. But we're gonna go ahead and get this on the parchment paper. Slide our scale out the way for just a moment. We're gonna form it into about a 6-inch by 3-inch patty, roughly. And then we'll just use our finger to make indentions in it to make it look like the ribs. So it's got some indentions in it, just to form it, to make it look like that McRib shape you got. Then we'll cover it up with the parchment paper, guys. And it's actually gonna go in the freezer. We're gonna freeze it for about 2 hours so it can get nice and solid, so it doesn't fall apart on us when we start to cook it later. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of these made up and get them in the freezer. All right, guys, had the ribs in the freezer for about an hour now. We're gonna go ahead and get our sauce made so it can be simmering, and while we're waiting for our ribs to come out of the freezer. So first of all, we've got some ketchup. Got my electric skillet, or I'm sorry, my electric little burner on high heat. So we'll get our ketchup in there. We've got some molasses. We'll get it put in here. Got some liquid smoke and Worcestershire sauce. Also got a little bit of apple cider vinegar. We've got some more brown sugar, salt, cumin, onion powder, garlic powder, some ground coriander, and some chili powder. Grab a whisk, get all that whisked together. We're just gonna let this cook, let it come to a boil, and then once it comes to a boil, we'll turn it down to simmer. All right, guys, got our pork patties, just pulled out the freezer. Got our, well, need to preheat our skillet to 350. I forgot to turn the skillet on, but it doesn't take long to heat up. So we got the pork patties, got our barbecue sauce, got us some onions sliced up, got some pickles, got our hoagie buns. It's time to go ahead and get this sandwich starting to get it composed. So we'll go ahead and get our pork patties thrown on our griddle, our electric skillet. They'll need to cook probably 3 to 4 minutes on each side until they're cooked through, guys, and nice and brown. So we'll go ahead and get all of them on there. Throw this one sideways like that. Get our wrap paper out the way. Now then, we'll go ahead and take our hoagies. Weren't cut all the way through. You could either cut them yourself or tear them just like I did. Gonna go ahead and get us a little bit of our melted butter. Put on the bottom of the hoagie bun. So we can go ahead and get our buns toasted as well. So we'll just spread our melted butter across the hoagies and get them on the grill as well. I guess I gotta separate the rest of these. So we got our meat cooking. Like I said, 3 to 4 minutes on each side. We're gonna toast our hoagie buns and then we'll start getting it put together, guys. Alright guys, it's time to go and get these assembled. First things first, I did want to say that since we're doing a taste test to see which one she likes better, I got on the bottom of the plates, one says McRib, one says DIY. She's not going to know which one is which. So let's go ahead and set our McRib out on the McRib plate. And then we'll go ahead and get ours made up. So first things first, guys, we're going to take our barbecue sauce and we're just going to pour a spoonful of sauce on both sides of our bun. Then we're actually going to take our pork patty, dip it into the sauce. Let any excess go ahead and drip off. So we'll set our patty on there. I got barbecue sauce all over my hands because of that. So let me get these washed off and then we'll finish up. So next, we've got our onions that we sliced up. Let's go ahead and get some onion slices on there as well. Try to get them as even as possible across there. You want to be able to get some onion in every bite. And then of course, my least favorite part, but it's on the McRib, so we got to throw some pickles on there too. Now the McRib I had earlier didn't have very many pickles on it. So let's make sure we get plenty of pickles on there for people that want to taste that pickle on their McRibs. Now, if you don't want to put that many on there, you don't have to. And then all we got to do is throw the top bun on. So I got them both ready. Got the McRib, got the Copycat. We'll get them in there and have her taste test, see which one she likes best. Alrighty guys, my lovely assistant and my beautiful wife is going to do our taste test today. She doesn't know which one's which, so we're going to let her taste and see which one she likes best.
Well, I can already tell you the one that looks better by like a whole bunch is that one. So honey, I hope that that one's the one that you made.
We'll find out.
Now I'm going to smell and see which one smells the best. This one smells spicy. All right. Are we ready for this?
Dig in. Which one you want to try first?
I think I'm gonna try.
I hope you didn't peek at the bottom of the plates while you were lifting them up, smelling them though.
No.
No.
There's
good.
something on the bottom of the plate?
Well, I got it so you can know which one's which.
Oh.
Here she goes, guys. Just think of the flavor of that one.
It's okay. I have to have another bite to make sure that I'm getting all the flavors here.
She's tried the first one, guys. So let her try the other one. See which she thinks of this one.
This one looks like I'm really messy. Very, very messy. I don't think they taste anything alike. This one tastes more smoky. The meat seems different. Get another bite. This is very messy. Chili pepper or cumin or something pretty powerful in this one. This one had like no flavor.
So if you had to choose, which one would you choose as your favorite? Is that your decision? You want that one? Well, guys, let's see which one she picked. This is the one she didn't want versus the one she picked. So there you have it. I'll even show her so she'll know. She picked the DIY one. So guys, I hope y'all enjoy yours. Until next time.
You can have the rest of this one.
Until next time, guys, remember, cooking, it should be fun. So have fun with it, guys. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Well, guys, looks like the DIY won this time. So if y'all like this video, make sure you like it, share it with all your friends. And if you have any other DIY recipes that you'd like me to try out, let me know down in the comments. Until next time, we'll see y'all later. Enjoy.